Legend of Total War here with a new campaign series for Total War Warhammer. So as you can see by the background here, we'll be playing as Bretonnia. I've got some early access to the free LC, and you guys will be getting this. Everyone who's got Total War Warhammer will be getting this in a few days' time. So before I get started on the campaign, I just want to sort of do a little bit of an introduction to myself, because I know that this is the kind of video where a lot of people might be viewing me for the first time, whether or not you've heard about me or not prior to this. So I know that I'm not for everyone. I can be quite abrasive, my humor can be quite dry, I quite often can be offensive. Just know that I don't intend to offend people, I just don't care if I do. Okay, now if that puts you off, then you're probably best off watching some of the other Let's Plays. Lionheart would be a great example. Heir of Carthage, SimC Total War, they all do great content. So if you like things a little bit more family friendly, then check them out. But if you don't mind a bit of swearing, you don't mind a bit of offensive humor, you don't mind me occasionally being grumpy, then stick around and maybe I can make you laugh. Alright, now first thing I want to do is show you guys all the new units that have come with the Bretonnia. So for one thing, we can now play as Carascone and Bordello. But in essence, playing them in multiplayer, Bretonnia's got everything that they do, plus more. So we've got a hell of a lot of new lords. These are base lords here, so they're not legendary lords. And these two new ones, Fey Enchantress and Alberic de Bordello, are legendary lords. That's for Bordello and that's for Carascone. So they're the faction leaders of those two factions, which you can get by confederating in the campaign map. Also, the damsel has been expanded upon, giving life and heaven. Oh no, we already had heavens and beasts magic, and we've got access here to the Green Knight. I haven't really used the Green Knight too much, so we'll probably use him in the campaign. See how he goes. Now you can see here that this is one of the greatest things about this free LC is that the infantry roster has finally been fleshed out. So no more can I be fucking accused of peasant spam, because this is a lot more selection to choose from. They've actually got the cheapest infantry in the game, the peasant mob, which are cheaper than zombies, but I think they actually fight a lot better. Up all the way up to foot squires, which are sort of like great swords equivalent, except they're much cheaper and not quite as good. There's been expanded upon missile infantry. They've now got peasant bowmen with fire arrows and pox arrows. The cavalry has been expanded upon and also upgraded. So, for example, Knights of the Realm, they weren't before, but they are now. Bonus versus large. Now, I've been saying for ages that what Bretonnia needed in order for its cavalry to actually be competitive is it needed something to have bonus versus large. Now, the bonus versus large that it gets is not huge, but it does make a difference. And armor piercing. Which one's got the armor piercing? Grail Knights now have bonus versus large as well. Which one was... So, Questing Knights have armor piercing damage. So now they've finally got a good array of cavalry. So everything's sort of been adjusted a little bit. The yeomen have been made cheaper because they're trash. So the cost, I think, now accurately represents that. Their monsters and beasts have been expanded upon. So we've always had the Pegasus Knights, that's the same price, but now we've got the Royal Pegasus Knights, so they're just a little bit better. So if you have a look at the stat differences, just a little bit better, and these guys have a bonus versus large, and they're immune to vigor. But now the other one here, this was a very interesting unit, the Royal Hippogriff Knights. So these are hippogriffs, so they're the bigger types, and you get 8 of them in a unit. Now, if you're thinking that each one of them are going to be like as strong as Karl Franz on a hippogriff, just a lord on a hippogriff, it's not like that. These are much weaker versions, but I still think that these are some very good units. So I'd be interested to see how that is played in multiplayer, even though I'm not really playing that much multiplayer, or even playing any multiplayer at all at the moment. And then in their artillery, they've got the Blessed Field Trebuchet. So what this one has here, it does magic damage, and it just does more damage and has more ammunition, which I think that's pretty cool for something that's, just a little bit extra. Because if you watched my participation in the tournament, I had a trebuchet in each of my battles, and it really didn't perform very well for me. And I think if I had the Blessed Field Trebuchet, it might have been a different story. Anyway, let's get into the campaign. So we're going to be playing the Old World campaign. You can see that there's been a few adjustments. We're going to be playing as Bretonnia.
champion of
and
the
I'm going to
lady.
be playing on legendary difficulty, of course. So far I've gone through the campaign like maybe 50% of it before I decided to do this, because I don't like to go into things blind, because otherwise I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So yeah, let's just get into this.
Does war visit fair Bretonnia this day? It is no longer enough for the dukes to sit idle. It is time for the flower of Bretonnia to unfurl and reveal its thorns. I come to his court with a wealth of knowledge that will aid this errantry war. Like the Grail companions of old, the dukedoms of Bretonnia will unite under the banner of their king. Let their enemies feel lance tip and blessed sword. Now is the age of chivalry and greatness. Now is the age of blood and battle.
That was a pretty cool intro. So far on this DLC, like, I didn't want to play it for too long, because otherwise, as you guys have known from in the past, if I play too much of it behind the scenes, and I start playing my Let's Play, and I get very frustrated, because I'm basically doing the same thing over again, so I don't want to have that experience. What I'm really trying to do in 2017 is try and have as much fun with this stuff as possible, so I'm really not going to focus too much on being 100% efficient all the time, because sometimes it could just be very boring to do that.
Greetings to you, benevolent Royak. Blessed is your rule over Bretonnia. Yet darkness spreads from abroad and threatens your kingdom. The threat is real. It must be faced. To the east, the greedy merchant princes of Marienburg conspire to consolidate their riches. Observe that much wealth flows into Marienburg, but very little emerges. Further south, in the Grey Mountains, greenskins and dwarfs vie for control of the peaks. Whoever wins may yet cause trouble for you, my lord. Beyond, the wood elves in their mysterious forest protect their homes. Whilst at the coast, the Duke of Bordelot is as unpredictable as the roiling sea, and as secretive as the watery depths. Elsewhere, the unliving lords of Mousillon wage war against mortal men. The bickering dukedoms ignore the looming threat, and so it falls to you to act, my liege. Only a united Bretonnia can face these growing perils. Raise your banner, King Leoncoeur, and drive this evil from the world in the lady's blessed name. My lord, the Dukes of Bretonnia have resided under a chivalrous code for many years. Honor this tradition. Build upon the great foundations of
I can give this speech. Alright, so just a little bit of an overview of Bretonnia as a playable faction. I'm really happy that CA expanded so much their roster. That's really great. But what I feel like they really sort of fucked up with is the well, not necessarily fucked up, but they could have done a lot better, is with the actual legendary lords themselves. Like, they've all only got one legendary item, which is kind of disappointing, where, like, there's other factions that have, like, 4 per, or in some of their legendary lords, which is more than the entirety of all the Bretonnian faction legendary lords. So it's a little bit disappointing, but overall, not that big of a deal. Okay, now, the main thing about this campaign is, I guess, dealing with the peasant economy. Now, it's not as restrictive as you might be thinking. Now, it does say there that we can only hire 10 peasant units at maximum before we start taking a penalty. But here's the thing, there is ways around this penalty so that it really doesn't impact your economy. Because the thing is, when you recruit over the peasant economy, all your farms start reducing in income. However, the Bretonnian building roster is huge. There are other alternatives aside from farming. So if you simply decide, look, I'm going to need a lot of peasants to begin with, then just don't build farms to begin with. Because you can expand the maximum amount of peasants you can control by taking more settlements. So later on in the campaign, we'll have a lot more settlements, and we'll be able to justify returning to a farming economy. Now then, in terms of our initial things that we need to do, we're at war with Grungzint and Marienburg. Now, I know that on the first turn, we get some sort of issue where basically the people are terrified of the greenskins, and it's minus 20 public order per turn. So, until you get rid of them, or 20 turns, which is, a lot. Especially since we're playing on legendary difficulty, so we already have a minus 8 penalty on that. And also, Bretonnia, at the early stage of the campaign, it's very difficult to maintain public order, especially on legendary difficulty, because there's not a lot we can do. We also don't start off with a hell of a lot of income, but that doesn't really matter too much. Alright, what we need to do here, of course, we need an income. We can't justify not having one. So I'm going to build a weaving house. So this is what I'm talking about here, look. Okay, so if we look here, this is the farming, right? So it creates more money than the than the weaving house industry, right? But if you look at its highest level, it's only 50 coins better. So if you've got like 10 peasants over your limit, it's probably going to lower your farming income by like 20 to 50%, depending on what your max cap is, because it's all relative. You're probably better off, depending on how you want to play it. You don't have to play it the way I do it. But here's the thing, though. You've really got to try and get a full stack as fast as possible. And just about all of their infantry units are classified as peasants. Their artillery are classified as peasants. You can see what it is based on here as well. So that's a peasant unit. All of these units here are peasants. And even some of the cavalry are peasants. So that's being the yeomanry. Cavalry. So these ones here are knights, and the thing is, it's not a big deal for Leoncoeur, but for your other characters, when you get them, you need certain vows, which do take up skill points to get. And if you don't get these vows for these particular units, the upkeep of these units is through the roof. Now, taking that into account as well, these aren't exactly cheap units. I mean, 300 for Pegasus Knights is quite a lot. They're good units and everything, but when you take into account that Spearmen at Arms only cost 63, and 2 of them can take out a Pegasus Knight, it's not really relative. So what we want to do, just bring what's his face over here.
Farewell.
I don't want to be disbanding any units just yet, but I might have to, because our economy is going to tank on the first turn, I think. And what I want to do is train 4 peasant bowmen straight away. What I want to do is attack Marienburg. Now we start off with artillery, so that enables us to initiate the attack. We want to do that before they start recruiting. Now, because we're on legendary difficulty, playing it defensively at the very start is a very dumb idea, because they will recruit 2 full stacks just with their settlements, and we can't justify recruiting that much with what we've got. In addition to that, let's also put in the damsel. She'll help a little bit, and also just giving her experience will help. Okay, now I want to get the chivalric code first, because we want really good relations with all of the other Bretonnian factions. Now, in this, we can confederate with them, and there's no penalty to confederation. In fact, you get bonuses, a public order bonus by confederating. So you want to get confederating as soon as possible, and you really don't want to start any wars with them, in my opinion. Alright, also, let's go to diplomacy and see if we can start getting some trade agreements, because that'll help boost our economy.
Demand, I hear you.
Just every little bit will count. Just try and be as friendly as possible with some of these people, because the thing is, with the Bretonnian starting position, I think you have to be somewhat defensive.
Grants you safe passage in
Alright,
these
because
lands.
this is high. Let's get some money out of them. Non-aggression pact. I don't intend to go to war with these guys at all. I'm just going to confederate with them. I found that to be a really effective method when I was playing it prior. So just get our diplomacy under control.
Friends. Let's hope we come.
start getting some good relations with these
Those
motherfuckers.
seeking my counsel usually...
Impress me then, Bretonnia.
So I want a non-aggression pact with them because we'll have to go to war with them at some point.
laws of
Unavoidable.
chivalry demand I
Okay,
yield.
so we got. Let's see, how much extra money do we get? About 150. Okay, that's good. It's not going to pay for all the new units that are coming in, but our income. Actually, no, it will just pay for it. So we'll have 19 units when it comes to taking out Marienburg, and also taking Marienburg right at the start is going to really strengthen our position. Alright, so this now new building chains, the legendary building chain, which provides a lot of global bonuses, but you gotta wait till level 5 to get that, so it'll be a little while. Also, there's been a few changes. I haven't checked the other factions, but with minor settlements now, there's no wall well, there is a wall building, but it doesn't actually provide walls. Instead, getting it to level 3 will automatically provide it with a wall. Okay, in addition to that, I like to use construction cost minus 10% and research rate plus 10%. The Realm of Chivalry thing. I'm not sure if we really need to make use of this just yet, because, I mean, you can get peasant mob. And, to be honest, they're really not good. I guess the thing is, they only cost 20 to recruit. Well, that's what it was on normal. It's
King
like,
LOUEN LEONCOEUR.
yeah, still costs the same. 20 to recruit. So these are the kind of units you'd recruit if you intended to throw them away straight away. Anyway, what we're going to do here, we need to build up our economy, so we need the weaving house. I don't want to demolish this because I want access to peasant bowmen, because they're the backbone of my armies most of the time. I don't want to upgrade this just yet, just because I really won't be recruiting those units. I'm going to demolish it because at the very start of this, we just have to have a strong economy. So, got to get rid of that so that I can build other things that's going to make me money. Okay. In addition to that, let's get another lord. So, should we get... Hang on, what's the upkeep cost on... Okay, so... Prophetesses are pretty good. Especially, I like the ones of life. But you can always just get a damsel to cover their magic. So I might just go for this, because these guys provide chivalry as well. I'll talk a bit about chivalry as well, just give me a second. Let's go with extra melee defense.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
So, just need to start recruiting. We want a big army as quickly as possible, even if it's going to be detrimental to our economy. We've got to get rid of our enemies. If we get rid of our enemies, it'll make it a lot easier to deter anyone else from attacking us. Okay, so we're probably going to be in the negative next turn, but once I take Marienburg, it'll be okay. Alright, so what was I going to talk about again? Oh, that's right, chivalry. So the way chivalry is the backbone of this campaign. It's the goal of the campaign, to get 1,000 chivalry. The deeds that you do in battle, well, the type of victory that you get, and how you perform, what actions you do upon your victory, will determine how much chivalry you increase or decrease. And as you increase in chivalry, you get certain bonuses. Now, you need to get it to 1,000 in order to win the campaign, but once you get it to past 800, you begin the final errantry war battle, which is either against the Chaos faction or against Greenskins. So it's like a battle as if it was a quest battle. You know, you have to send your army over there and do it with just one of your own. So that's the end game there. All right. Is there anything else I need to do? Also, as we progress through the campaign, get more chivalry, we'll be able to summon the Green Knight, who stays with us for a short time before disappearing. I didn't actually use him in my other campaign, and just never had an instance where I desperately needed him. Alright, let's move on. Also, this campaign will use the new format. So I'll keep my episodes between 45 minutes and an hour, and after episode 5 I'll be cutting out boring bits. Okay, so as you can see here, green and peasant land. So this is the problem now with what I've done. I've reduced my farming income by 20%, this is why I don't want to build any more farms, and as I continue to recruit more peasants, it'll go down further. But that's okay, as long as we focus more on industry, it's not going to affect us too much. That being said, if we can get it back under control, we do have a reduced upkeep for all of our infantry units, but we just need these troops right now. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, the greenskin incursion, so the sooner we get rid of that, the better. What I want to do is, like I said, I want to get rid of Marienburg. We'll probably have to fight this battle manually.
Smite them!
Yep. Now, let's see, numbers-wise, it's not actually telling us what our numbers are versus theirs. Okay, let's just go for units. So 7, and so I've got more units than theirs. I think that CA have put in with the latest patch, the AI get bonuses to auto-resolve now. The auto-resolve is still completely predictable, but they do get bonuses to auto-resolve. Meaning that we do have to manually resolve more at the beginning of the campaign, but at the end of the campaign, you can still just auto-resolve all your way through. Like, all you really need to do is just hire tons of peasants and auto-resolve your way through it, and you'll be just fine. Now, I don't really want to do that in this campaign, because I want to have fun. Like, I haven't been playing Total Warhammer much at all lately, because I haven't been enjoying it, but I want to try and give it another chance with this. And don't get me wrong, I've been fairly positive in regard to sort of my review of it so far, and so far I would say this is a good FLC, but there are issues with it, in my opinion. So I'm still gonna do my sieges the exact same way, because why would you do it any other way? Really, it's so much more efficient than just attacking head on. If we were to attack head on, we would lose. So what we want to do is, of course, take out these towers. So I want to put this guy up in front, and you two, so that you can tank the ammunition there. I don't know what's going on over here. Doesn't matter.
Stop firing!
So getting a little bit closer. Actually, you just stay right there, because we don't want our trebuchets getting shot. Make sure we stay out of that range. Try, if you could be tanking the shots, that would be ideal. Just try and dodge them, and just wait for the artillery to do its job. Otherwise, otherwise they will target the artillery, which isn't a good thing. And of course, these towers do a lot of damage. We just need to minimize that. And since we've got the artillery, let's make use of it. This is what it's designed to do. And this is traditionally how sieges would go. If you brought artillery, the attacker would soften the defenses. Really want Leoncoeur to sort of be tanking it. Well, actually, I prefer her to be tanking it as well. The thing is, if you give them a very small target, they just can't hit him. Also, the thing to note that, you know, I shouldn't have to make these statements, but I do need to, because people don't understand. The people will say what I'm doing here is cheese, which, you know, I'm so over that now. I really don't give a shit. But we're playing on legendary difficulty, and if we don't do these battles efficiently, it's going to really fuck us up later on in the campaign. Like, if you have a slow start, it really grinds you down for a long time. We've got to get rid of Marienburg, and the thing is, right after we take the settlement, we've got to take out the greenskins, so we can't risk losing our entire army, and also we can't recruit from here straight away. So we've got to make sure that the integrity of our army is as strong as possible, which is why I hired so many archers, because they were able to dish out damage without taking damage, which is crucial. Alright, now let's bring in the Pegasus Knights over here. We can use them to sort of scout over the walls. Good, them bombing Leoncoeur there is perfect. And we want them to run out of ammo. Because that is not a good use of their ammunition at all. Okay, I want you to just, like, stand over here. We should be out of their range, but I just want you to get visibility on what... No, watch out, get back. Just want visibility on what they're doing. Took a tiny amount of damage there, nothing major. Let's just wait till this gets done. Speed this up a bit. Now, in case you're wondering, this isn't on my new computer. I haven't got it yet. I do, of course, intend to get a new computer as soon as possible. It's just that I've had so many distractions over the past few weeks. Because I know a few people have been asking whether or not I've got my new computer yet. A whole bunch of bills came in and had to be paid for. I'm gonna take priority over
LOUEN LEONCOEUR.
over getting a new computer, unfortunately. Okay, so now let's see. Let's destroy this section of wall here. That way we might be able to get a shot in down the line here to this area here, because I reckon that's where they'll hide a lot of their units. So Leoncoeur, you just keep staying there. Essentially, by that running out of ammunition, shooting Leoncoeur is essentially us killing a unit, because them in melee is totally worthless. And of course, we're using up 2 units of artillery just to get past their wall. It looks like they've got some units up on the wall that we can't see, but that's fine. It doesn't matter if we can't see it right now. We just need to get through the wall. I mean, it would be good if we can get them some kills as well. But we're not outnumbered, so we don't have to worry about it too much. But we're outpowered. Well, either that or the auto-resolve balance power was deceptive. The thing is, every time they patch the game, I have to relearn how to fucking play it. So I don't think victory is going to be a problem here. I'm 100% confident we're going to get victory. Not going to be an issue. But the thing is, you've got to think long term. If we lose 50% of our army fighting this battle, how the fuck are we going to deal with the greenskins? Because the sooner we get rid of the greenskins, the sooner we remove that public order penalty. And also just protect our realm. Now, also a thing to note is that I don't have any mods in this campaign because I currently am in early access. All of the mods are out of date in using this. So don't get any closer. Get into a more condensed group. Alright. Leoncoeur, I want to sort of use you as a scouting force. I need to be able to see what's going on over here so that I can get my artillery to bomb it. I don't want to send in my infantry until their artillery has run out of ammo, which will happen fairly soon, I think. I don't really want to be shooting units up on the wall. It's not enough. Okay, hang on. There's stuff right here. Okay, so trebuchets are pretty inaccurate, but they do a fuck ton of damage. So there we go, getting ourselves some kills, that's what we want to see. I would actually like to get the upgraded versions of these, the Blessed Artillery, but the thing is that's level 5 settlement in order to get them. Where these are level 1 settlement to get these. So it'll be a little while. Because I think that extra bit of missile damage will make it a lot faster at destroying walls, but in addition to that, having I think 3 extra ammunition will allow us to get more kills, especially in sieges. And sieges can be difficult. Now, one thing that I think that makes Bretonnia a little bit weak, especially if it's early on in the campaign, is in regard to defensive sieges. They're not particularly good at dealing with that, in my experience so far. Because it's the building that gives more units. I don't really like to prioritize that until I've got my economy under control. Good, it's still hitting them, just we can't see them. So yeah, these shots are doing heaps of damage. They've essentially taken out a battalion each at this point. Almost.
Come men! To arms! To arms! Behind us!
What we really need to be doing is taking out their archers so they don't fire back. Because our archers here, they'll do a good job at getting rid of their stuff. Because whenever I play this game now, like just not doing a let's play, I always use a lot of mods. Because I almost can't play this vanilla. I'm not saying like it's too hard, I'm just saying it just gets a bit boring very quickly. And so I'm used to using like multiple skill level mods with increased skills, with increased building slots, with experience mods, with all. I use so many goddamn mods. And people have asked, why don't I do a campaign with the mods? The problem is that whenever I do one of these campaigns, I tend to I don't think they make great let's plays, so that's why I don't do it. Alright, so now we bring in these guys here. I don't want them firing at will, and I want them to guard the position. I think the artillery must have run out of ammunition because they're not shooting anymore. We should probably double check that. Send you over here. Oh, I think they still have some ammo.
Locked and ready! Ready for orders!
So what we want to be doing here now is obviously just shooting them.
LOUEN
You
LEONCOEUR!
could just stand in there. I just want you to get sight on them, hopefully without getting shot. Yeah, they're firing at you.
Quickly! Doing our duty! Rolls out!
Okay, no, they've still got ammunition. That's a problem. Alright, well. While their forces are concentrated here, shoot them. Shit, hurry up and get over here, motherfuckers. What are they aiming for? Damn it! Didn't want them to aim for my peasants. They do too much damage to them. Get back. Let's try and remove their artillery before we send in the peasants. Look how much damage. It was like 2 shots hit that. That's not acceptable. We can't afford that. So get these guys back because those things have a lot of range. Just get them back. We've got unlimited time for the battle, so let's not worry about it too much. It's okay if these guys take a bit of damage as long as they don't take too many casualties. Like, because we'll get some degree of recovery at the end of the battle. Yeah, at the end of the battle, but also during the end turn, so just need to be mindful of that.
Bretonnia!
Yeah, look, if they're aiming for that, then that's fine. You do that. Just have them run out of ammo. They might kill 1 or 2 of them, but that's okay. Otherwise, they wreck infantry. They're very powerful, especially against, you know, like weak infantry. Close to the wall so they can't shoot you. No. Get over here. Okay, as soon as that runs out of ammo, we got out. We're free to go in there. Alright, I think it's out of ammo now. So, yeah, I lost a Pegasus now, but that's okay. The thing is, the archers are more useful to me on this mission than them, or this battle. How much damage was done to them. It's really gonna suck. So get nice in range there, and just shoot whatever's going to be effective for us. So I think... let's start with these swordsmen here. They're an easy target.
Get those ladders off the walls!
It says poor accuracy, but that's pretty fucking accurate. Okay, that's enough. That should finish them off. Wait for them to move, and then rinse and repeat. Halberdiers are a good choice, I think, as well, because they're higher value than a lot of the other units. If I could just shoot those swordsmen. If I can't see them, I can't see them. Also, the better the type of victory, the more chivalry we get. So, I'm sure there's some people who'll be like, why don't you just fight the battle normally and just send all the guys up with ladders or whatever. But we'll get like a close or Pyrrhic victory, which won't be as useful to us. Anyway, just my initial argument in that we need this army to pretty much straight away after this. Can't do it on this turn, obviously, but take out the greenskins. Just trying to make as efficient use of our peasant bowmen as we possibly can. Okay, no, that's okay. She can stay there. Just use this on yourself. Get the archers to shoot all in there. Much more likely to hit them. Okay, let's get her out of there now. It's okay if she takes a bit of damage, but I just don't want it to be too much.
For the lady! Let 'em win home!
It would be better if they shattered. But I'm not unhappy with that. That's it, come out at your own peril.
Weapons in the air, lads! Don't let it land!
So yeah, 2017, I'm really going to be focused on trying to have as much fun as I can, because I know that in 2016 I did a lot of campaigns that I didn't enjoy, and I think you guys didn't enjoy those campaigns. So I'm really going to try and focus on, like, just enjoying myself. Because I think, by extension, you guys will enjoy that more. And I think it'll make me less cranky. Even though I know some of you probably enjoy Cranky Legend, it's not fun to be cranky all the time. I don't mind that. Stop. Alright, anyone else coming in here?
With speed! Fighting out!
Anyone else? Or is this it?
This is my realm.
No, we got more guys coming in, probably from over here. LOUENCOEUR should be able to handle this.
Stop them!
Even though they have a bonus versus large, they're already in really shit shape. Might as well use that. Actually, this does nothing to help. So try and herd them out of here. Let's get these guys ready to make the final push.
For the lady! King LOUEN LEONCOEUR! There's a bowman! Draw! Loose!
Stand at the rear here. Hopefully they'll just run off the battlefield. We don't have to shoot any more of them.
With haste! Sir, battle Mary! Fellow widow! At once!
You don't want to be fighting that.
Now!
Yeah, they dodged it for the most part.
Post haste!
In some ways it can actually be good to leave him fighting because it keeps him locked in place. And he doesn't really take a lot of missile damage. Actually, having a shield on now would have been a better idea. We'll save that for later.
Stop them! There's a bowman!
They're gone.
Halt!
Alright, let's start getting inside.
We serve our liege! Fair man at arms!
You should make sure these guys here leave the battlefield.
My right!
Alright, we've got some crossbowmen coming in. Well, our melee troops will easily better handle them. Fuck, I'm gonna send in the cavalry as well. Actually, you're actually pretty decent. Get in here. Take that out right now.
There's a bowman!
It's okay, they're not gonna take too much damage right now.
Quickly, lads! Number 9!
Ah, losing too many Pegasus Knights. I need them for the next battle as well.
Away! The lion's wheel! What news? At once! We serve! Infantry! There's a bowman! Fire!
So they're doing pretty well.
Men at arms! Boy! For the lady!
So get up on the wall, gotta get rid of them. Good, they shoot out the crossbows. Crossbows are shooting back at us, but not really doing much. Just stay here. We'll be routing these guys in a moment. Okay, I really need to get these guys out of here. I don't want them fighting anymore. They've already taken a few casualties. That's enough.
Slay them!
Try and keep the casualties evenly spread out in order to account for, you know, the replenishment rates. Let's lose some more men. This is almost broken. Hope and get rid of it. Right, you guys move over here. You gotta shoot back at these motherfuckers.
Break down that gate!
Okay, those of you not fighting, get over here. Cavalry, yeah, no, you get over here as well. Just all that attack. We should be able to finish it off. Then could go around the back. With you as well.
Immediately! Yes! See that pride of Bretonnia!
Okay, get it out of there. Oh shit, I didn't mean to select that.
Hastily! This is my realm.
Good, they're kicking a bit of ass here. Rail Knight's taking a little bit more damage than I would like. It's okay. Oh, good. Okay, the majority of those casualties will recover through the end turn, so that'll be good. Very happy with that. 65 casualties. And the thing is, the better that you do at the beginning of the battle, the sooner that the whole army will just rout. You don't have to kill every last one of their troops, you just have to get them to rout. Because they recognize that they were losing, so they just ran away. Now, here's the thing. If we were to sack the settlement, we lose 30 chivalry. I mean, that's quite a lot of money. But chivalry is important, and also unit replenishment will be useful as well, so let's just occupy it.
A wise move.
Good, in taking the settlement, we have fixed our peasant economy, somewhat. Although I intend to get more peasants. And we have acquired a bit of money. Now, this cinnabar mining pit is not really that useful, I think. I think I'll leave it for the time being, but I want to get the toolmaker. Toolmaker makes a lot more money. It will give me more to trade, though. Oh, whatever. I won't worry about that right now. Okay, so LOUEN levels up. First thing we need, I think. Route Marcher is usually what I go for first, but what I really want to get is Lowborn Militia, because that's going to give extra melee defense, and more importantly, actually, leadership. So when we're in a manually resolved battle, one of the biggest weaknesses to our peasant units is their really terrible morale.
Yes.
Now I want you to come round over here.
My strength and wisdom are
And I want you to recruit some peasants. You're going to support us in battle up here. And then we're just going to disband them afterwards as well. Now I should be able to win just with these, but I just want to make sure. And these are going to come and help us finish off Gorsel. Alright, so over here, what should we do? We need to build this. Building this will allow us to upgrade this, so we can't get that until we've built a cellar. There's a little bit of a trick with this. Once you've built this, you can demolish that building chain. It doesn't get rid of this. It doesn't demolish it, it doesn't reduce it at all. I mean, that's the only reason I want this building anyway. So let's... Oh, we really need this, the tap room. Because public order's an issue, so I really do need to get that. I'm probably going to need that here as well. Because it will be a while before it levels up, so let's demolish that and get the tap room instead. Okay, let's just check diplomacy, see if I can get some better deals.
The laws of chivalry demand I hear you.
Good.
Be still, Silveron. Let them speak.
Very good. Okay, everyone that can trade with what
The
with
laws
us
of chivalry
currently is. Let's just see if we can get like some defensive alliances or
I
anything
will
like
hear
that.
what you have to say.
They demand 100. How about no? And then how about this? Yes. Whatever.
The laws of chivalry demand.
I don't intend to like smash up the Empire in this because they make a good buffer for
The lady grants you safe.
when chaos shows up.
I see you are true of
Gives us
heart,
more time to
noble
get
knight.
organized. Oh my god, there's still a few more people that we can.
Greetings, lords. I hope
Trading
the
with
lakes of
them? I don't
Bretonnia
know.
run clear this day.
Yeah, alright. Musalon. Yeah, I don't want to trade with them. What else? Nope. Okay, let's move on to the next turn. So once again, fucked up our peasant economy, but like I said, we got to focus on this because they're recruiting like crazy. We have to get rid of them like right the fuck now. All right, so Leoncoeur, you're going to initiate this attack. We almost recovered all of our losses. We recovered all of our men's losses, but these guys took a little bit of additional damage, but that's okay. So come over here, besiege it, and then we'll bring the other guy in.
The lady wills it.
Probably have to fight this battle manually.
My reputation precedes me.
Ride to
So
glory.
they didn't really count for much. But these guys here, what they're used for is to just delay the enemy, just throw them away. That's what they're there for. Because they cost more in upkeep than they do to recruit. It's silly. I guess that's feudalism there for you. All right, let's just get into this. So in this battle here, we'll take a lot more damage than we did in the previous one because they're not going to sit there behind the walls and just do nothing because there is no walls. They're going to come straight at us. So this battle will be much quicker, but we'll take more damage. But that's okay. Once we've taken these guys down, we can relax a little bit because finishing off Marienburg will be quite easy, and then we don't have any other enemies apart from Scalings. But I don't think they'll invade us just yet. Now, because I don't have the that particular mod on, the Conquer Everywhere mod, we can't go and conquer like Dwarven settlements and Norscan settlements in this. And I'm not going to put that mod on either. Alright. Okay, actually I want you to get around the back of their army. I would love it if you could... No. I would love it if you could get rid of their Doom Divers. So the reason why I want to stay back here is just so it's quick for my reinforcements to get in. Also, our artillery can outrange theirs. I'd like to phase out Peasant Mob as soon as possible because I'd much rather the Spearmen at Arms. They don't have a much higher upkeep bonus, but they're like twice as good at fighting. Also, I don't know why CA always do this, but they seem to put in a ton of bonuses for like your crappest troops. And put in next to no bonuses for your best troops, making your cheap, crappy troops more effective, more cost-effective than your Grail Knights later on in the campaign, which is the time at which you would actually start using them. So, in my opinion, there's still a lot of poor campaign design in this game. But I can see that they're mixing things up a bit. They are making some improvements. It's just that it's like. My biggest problem with it is that they've got it right in the past, and they keep experimenting with stuff, and they can't recognize the stuff that's wrong. Like, there's obviously wrong with the campaign, in my opinion. Alright, so they're not coming at us. What's the range about? Okay, so we have to get a bit closer, but that's okay, just get these guys up. Also, another thing to Bretonnia is that they don't get increased upkeep costs for more armies. The more armies you get increasing upkeep. It's really all about. Also, we get wedge formation now, sort of, or lance formation, which is all right. What was I saying? It doesn't matter. All right, let's just use ult to move forward. Actually, let me just see if I can just trigger them to come at me because I do have some argent. Oh shit!
Post haste! Post it! Take the ground! Moving the base!
Not ideal that they're shooting my Pegasus Knights. Truth be told, I probably want to get rid of the Pegasus Knights. Yeah, so if I lose them in this battle, I really don't care because they're just not cost effective. I mean, the AI target them, so they're just a big walking fucking target, and they're 3 times as expensive as units that can beat them just one-on-one. And they don't get many bonuses, and the infantry get heaps of bonuses, so it's just like, why bother even having them? Actually, what I'll do is I'll get LEONCOEUR out, because those Doom Divers will not be able to target him particularly well. And those Doom Divers will absolutely smash up my lines. And people do often ask me why I don't use groups. It's because I don't like it. Like, some people, I get that it's good for some people, it just doesn't work for me. Every time I've ever used grouping, it's just, I find it just really uncomfortable. So, try and dodge it if we can. Or even better, try and find cover. Because the thing is, if we can waste all of its ammo without LEONCOEUR taking much damage, that would be really good. Because that is essentially missile damage. Okay, so standing around is probably not a good idea. We should keep moving.
Wise indeed.
Point is to be erratic with our movement. The more erratic we are, the harder it will be for them to hit us. So yeah, we'll just waste their ammo if they want to. They're quite happy to do this. I think once they've run out of ammunition, they'll charge at us, which I'm perfectly fine with. He's about half their ammo, and LEONCOEUR, you know, he's taken a bit of a beating, but he'll get time to recover afterwards. The thing is, he's taking out an entire unit by doing this. It's not like we're sitting here sacrificing him for nothing, because I'm not going to have access to get at those lines. Those Doom Divers will cause a lot of damage. They'll target my Grail Knights or something like this, which they'll be a lot more accurate at hitting. And all I need to do is just keep LEONCOEUR out of the battle after this point. He's not great yet. Once he gets the Blessing of the Lady or whatever, so we can recover health, that'd be great. I mean, he can still fight a little bit, but they're not getting the advantage out of this. No way in hell. One more shot. Okay, now they're not charging at us, but that's okay. Let's get in closer. At least we now no longer have to worry about that unit. And if the balance of power was here, you would have seen that the balance of power went up a little bit for our favour. Right, now they're coming at us. Okay, try and aim for their archers, because we don't have a lot of armor. Gotta aim where they're most concentrated, I suppose. Here so they can flank him. Enemy have no cavalry, so that's not going to help them much. But they've got infantry superiority. But their infantry doesn't have a whole lot of armor, so we should be able to shoot the crap out of them. You guys need to move forward a little bit, or else you're just going to obstruct the archers. Come up, I want you fighting in this battle.
We serve the lady.
take out the goblin archers, you charge into the orc boys, you get around the back. Don't need two to take that out, one will do just fine. These guys here, all they need to do is hold the line. Fuck, I told you to get around the back here. Alright, sometimes we have to decide what we want to be shooting at. Just whatever. Okay, artillery now stop firing because it's probably just going to do more damage to me than the enemy. He's taking a lot of damage there. Shoot into it. Oh fuck, they've completely surrounded our cavalry, but we should be able to pull out. Look at how many they're dedicating to chase them. You bomb them. You, go in. Where is he? Go kill him. That was a bad choice. Doesn't matter. I don't even like that spell much. It's starting to break through our line a little bit, which is to be expected with our terrible infantry. Get in there, smash him. So yeah, I don't care about these guys, I'll be merging them anyway. Target, shoot this one over here. You're not really participating, get over here and fight them. Leoncoeur, you can maybe run them down, if you wouldn't mind. Cavalry's tearing things up, which is good. Charge into their rear. Because they're all broken, right? Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, well the battle's won. Good stuff. Close victory by ass, but whatever. Probably because of the peasants taking so much damage. I mean, look at that, it's barely anything. And they lose their entire army. They're out of here. I'm gonna destroy their settlement. Because the thing is, sacking the settlement would lose me chivalry. And it wouldn't really gain me a whole lot of money anyway. So we just have to rely on our economy, which at the same time we're sort of fucking up as well. But these guys here, they have got to go. Oh, that's... I could really use that wealth. Well, that would use up all of our chivalry. Fuck it, I'm gonna... No, I'm gonna raise it. Read the chivalry.
Rise to glory!
Okay, with that, we'll end the episode here, guys. So, like and subscribe, part 2 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.